Hello everyone, my name is Venkatesh Murke and welcome back to our channel. Friends, in today's video, we are going to talk about very important topic, which is the human behavior patterns to lead a team effectively. So let's see one by one what are the factors which attributes to team building process. The first and foremost is people crave for recognition. Friends, if your team or if you want to lead your team effectively, give them a recognition. Appreciate your team in open forum, in team meeting. Then they will feel recognized and they will outperform or perform very well. The second important factor is intrinsic motivation is very important than extrinsic motivation. So understand each team member well, from what part they will get motivated, whether they are get motivated by discussing work related problems or whether they will get motivated by discussing with them their future plans. So understand their motivation pinpoint and work on that. Once they got motivated from intrinsic, then they will work well. The next important factor is people work harder when they feel trusted. Friend, trust is very important factor when it comes to human relations. So win the trust of your team. Once your team member feel trusted, they will work harder. The next factor is that goal setting. Make sure that your goals are clearly set. Give them a clarity. Unclear goals create a mess. Unclear goal create a very disrespectful or a disgust team. They will not understand what they are working to. They are not understand whether I'm working into right direction or not. The next important factor is small wins create momentum. What it means, during your team building activity, celebrate small wins, whether it's achieving of your target, whether achieving of your project deadlines. So celebrate small wins, even once in a month, once in a quarter, but small wins create big momentum during your team building process. Next is fear limits creativity. If your team member is having fear about work, about achieving target, about doing any project, then he will not think creatively because fears limit creativity. So make sure that your team member don't have any type of fear in their mind. Next is energy. People mirror your energy. When you are leading a effectively team or effective team, then your energy speaks a lot. If you are energetic, then your energy transforms to your each team member. So make sure that you are energetic. The next is purpose fuel persistence. What is your purpose? What is your purpose after 3 months? What is your purpose after 6 months? What you want to achieve after 1 year? So set a clear purpose and your team will understand for what we are working for. The next is unclear rewards cause disengagement. Reward your team members every quarterly, every half yearly, every yearly, but unclear rewards. They don't know what they are going to achieve. They don't know what they are going to get after 1 year. Thus, unclear rewards cause disengagement. The next important is appreciation beats criticism. Friends, there is an old saying that appreciate your team in front of every team member and criticize him in a privately. So they will understand, they will get motivated. Okay, I got appreciated, I got motivated. my work is got recognized. And when it comes to the recognizing or understanding or mistake, when their boss is discussing about your mistake, boss is discussing privately. So that attitude, that approach they like. Non-verbal cues more than speech. Whenever you are talking to your team, whenever you are discussing with your team, understand your body language, non-verbal cues, your tone, your eye contact, your body language, how you smile, whether you are speaking loudly. So understand your body language. That also plays a very very important role when you are communicating with your team. Next important factor is silence is a powerful. Ask question, ask some work related question and be silent. Whenever you are silent, they will open up. They will say pros, cons, what work well, what not work well, what can be done, what could have be better. So understand, listen to your team. Next is people love being heard. So listen to your team. Listen, listen, and listen. Whether they are talking about the success stories, whether they are talking about the failures, whether they are talking about project related queries, listen to your team and you will understand your team better. The next is clarity reduce conflict. Whenever you are facing any conflict, clear each and everything, put clear facts in front of your team. At the same time, understand each and every point from them. When you are in a conflict situation or when your team is in conflict situation, understand, and that clarity reduce the conflicts. Stories connect more than facts. Whenever you are explaining anything, whenever you are explaining any strategy execution, whenever you are explaining any work related communication, try to communicate in a story manner. When you are communicating in a story manner, they will understand more, they will understand clearly rather than just putting the facts. Next is a respectful tone builds rapport. Whenever you are communicating with your team, respect your team. Respectful tone builds rapport over a period of time. People align with the leaders who speak simply. Friends, there is an old saying, explain to any person as like 5-year old. For example, if I have a strategy to execute for the next 1 year, I have to explain the strategy to my team member in such a simple way that one of my team member is a 5-year old. If I'm explaining to 5-year old or my strategy is understood by 5-year old, that means I am a better communicator in today's era. So people align with the leaders who speak very simple language. Don't use corporate jargons, don't use big words. That will not work in the real world. The next is consistency breed credibility. So all the practices has to be consistently, has to be persistent, has to be practiced every day. It's not one day. Leadership is not one day job. It has to be practiced consistently in order to build the credibility. The next is people remember how you make them feel. Remember emotional intelligence, how important emotional intelligence in the team building activity or team building process. Understand emotions, empathize them, because friends, people remember how you make them feel. The next is trust. Trust is very important when it comes to the leading team, but trust or building trust takes time, but it can break instantly. So be cautious about trust developing or trust building process. People trust competence plus warmth. So when you have a competency about your work, whatever you are saying, for example, if HR department is reporting to you, for example logistic department is reporting to you, for example clinical trial department is reporting to you, if you are not having competency to lead them, then you will not earn the trust. The next factor is fairness drives loyalty. Friends, be fair about your team leading process. If you are having 5 people under you, then don't bias towards any one person, don't bias towards any two-person. Give equal opportunity to all your team member, give equal attention, give equal respect, trust every team member equally. Don't bias depend upon their gender, don't bias depend upon their language, don't bias depend upon their talent, don't bias depend upon their work attention or work contribution, don't bias depend upon their any other things. So fairness drives the loyalty. Don't bias your team members towards any team members. People follow authenticity. Be authentic about any situation. If it is no, it is not. If it is yes, if it is yes. Even after some time, if you the situation goes wrong, then also stick to your point. Stick to your what you have said earlier. That authenticity, people will follow that authenticity over a period of time. Reliability earns respect. People should rely on you in terms of the work related things. If people are not relying you, then you are not respectful leaders. Empathy is plays a very important role. Again, empathy, understand yourself by putting yourself into that team member shoes and think from their point of view, whether it's a work related things or whether it's a personal problem. The next is integrity attacks followers. Integrity is very important. By doing by practicing integrity, that means be honest about your work related thing, be honest about your mistakes. If you are admitting your mistake, you will earn trust. The next is people follow those who protect them. Sometimes you have to protect your team, sometimes they may mistake, but protect them. It's not like if you're asking them to work or do 10 things and they are doing 10 things effectively. So sometime 8 out of 10, 8 things will not work, only two things work, but at the same time, at that time you have to protect your team. The next is a mutual respect builds long-term influence. If one team member is respecting you, then respect him or her. That mutual respect builds long-term influence. Managing emotions, friends, managing team, managing human is very big task, very delicate task. Sometimes people may happy, sometimes your subordinate may not be happy, they are not, they are they are demotivated, sometimes they are suffering with some family problems. So understand emotions and depend upon their emotions, treat them. That's very important factors in terms of the leading your team. Conflict size unmet needs. Sometimes your team member will have some conflicts, so understand that conflict and try to resolve, try to bring the clarity, and then try to resolve that conflicts. That's the main role of the any team leader. Trace reveal true behavior. Whenever your team is undergoing trace, observe them, because that's where they are revealing their true human behavior. For example, how people handle stress tell you the how they handle the success. So this is the situation where you can recognize your future leader. If they are not able to handle stress, if they are not able to handle pressure, then they are not able to handle success as well. The next is people justify emotion with logic. Whenever you are saying something, whenever you are firing, scolding your team, people will first, they will think emotionally and then they will think logically. Forgiveness restores relationship. Sometimes you have to forgive your team. It's not always you have to punish them. So forgiveness restores the relationship. Praise publicly, as I told you, and the correct in the privately is an old and effective way which works even today. Patience beats pressure. Patience beat pressure. It's very precious line. Whenever you are under pressure, whenever you are or your team is under pressure, patience is very important. When you are under pressure, work related pressure, project related pressure, so have a patience, and then you will understand how to come out from that situation. Then avoid emotional contagious. Sometimes you should understand the boundary that you should not flow with emotion. Sometimes people will take a disadvantage of your emotion, so you have to draw the boundary, and you should not, or people should not take a disadvantage of your emotional side. Second is high performance team is built over the period of time by practicing all the emotional intelligence, by authenticity, by working consistently. It's not a one day job. It's a ongoing process. People rise to expectation. So during that process you have to push your team. You have to raise the bar so people can achieve more and more, and people can even come up with the new ideas. Accountability creates ownership. Then give some freedom to the team member. If you are having 5 people team, give them 5 different or delegates 5 different activities or work, so they will feel accountable and they will flourish during the team work. Drivers team thinks smarter. Whenever they are working in a team, they will get innovated. They will have a problem solving, they will develop problem solving mindset, and as a team they will perform very well. People limit imitates leader. So friends, remember one thing always: if you are a good leader, if you are having that power to lead, if you have knowledge, then your subordinate will imitate you. They will copy you and they will execute the same thing what you believe, what you know, what's your knowledge, whether you are thinking properly, whether you are thinking genuinely, whether you are authentic, whether you are genuine. All these things, it will get percolate. Unclear role breeds chaos. So make sure that you should clear your team roles. What if you are having 5 people team, divide the role in that 5 people. One will work on business related work, one will work on documentation part, one will third person will work on the data collection part. So set clear goals and divide the responsibility. They will work they will work very effectively. Feedback is a fuel, not a criticism. Give them a feedback about their work, about their achievement, about their working style. At the same time, ask them positive feedback. Feedback is such a positive word which will always improve you, which will always give you the good positive results. The team crave for direction, not dictatorship. Whenever you are leading team, give them a direction. Show them the way. Whenever you are leading team, work with them. It should not be dictated. They will not like dictatorship. No one you even like dictatorship. They like direction. Balance freedom with the accountability. Give them some freedom. Don't micromanage. Give them some freedom and they will flourish. Continuous growth is important. It's not a one day job. It's a continuous growth. You have to work, you have to practice every day. Curiosity drives innovation. If you want to develop your team in an innovative way, then create a curiosity kind of mindset. Continuous learning is very important, whether it's about the new skills, whether it's about the sharpening the knowledge, whether it's about the things or skills which help them to achieve their goal. That's give them every once in a month, every once in a 2 month, give them some new training and it will work in a productive way. Give them an optimistic view after 6 months where we will be. Give them an optimistic view about the organization. Give them an optimistic view about where we will be after 1 year. That optimistic view keeps them energetic, will keep them motivated towards everyday work. Empowerment multiplies result. If you're empowering, if one person is get empowered, then other person will also get empowered. So friends, these are some team building process or human related things which will help you to develop your team. I hope you will like this video, and if I miss anything, please comment in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.